Here's what you should know about your local housing market in this week's Market Update. Home inspections. I've mentioned them before, but I'm bringing them up again because I'm seeing a lot of home inspections mishandled lately. Home inspections are extremely important. You want to inspect that home that you are purchasing to make sure there are no significant construction defects that would convince you not to purchase that home, or defects that need to be corrected prior to purchasing that home. But oftentimes what most buyers don't consider is that there are many unknowledgeable home inspectors, contractors, realtors, or dishonest ones that may misdiagnose or overdiagnose an issue that would convince you to back out of the purchase of a home. Now, in a market where it could take months, if not years, to find the perfect home and get your offer accepted, there's nothing worse than being talked out of a home purchase for a potential issue that does not actually exist or is not nearly as severe as one might have made you out to believe. So when purchasing your home, make sure that you have a realtor who has knowledge and experience with home construction, that your home inspector is knowledgeable and has experience in home construction, and when potential defects are brought up by your home inspector, that you bring in the right contractors and experts that are not only knowledgeable, but honest. It is all too easy to find a contractor that is willing to come in and overdiagnose a problem and give you this huge, expensive solution because they want to get this big, expensive job. Meanwhile, they don't realize or don't care that they're messing up your home purchase deal. So make sure that you have the right experts in your corner and that you approach everything with skepticism, not only on the positive, not only on the negative, but on the positive as well. So that being said, let's get into the stats this week to see what's happening in our local housing markets in Morristown, Chatham, Madison, Harding, Morris Plains, Mendham, Chester, Bernardsville, Basking Ridge, and Randolph. This past week, we saw 57 new homes come on the market in these towns. That's a 27% increase over the prior week's new homes on the market. We saw the most homes come on the market in Morristown and Chatham with 10 homes each, and in second place, Basking Ridge with 9 homes each. Almost all of these towns saw an increase in the number of new listings this week over last week. Houses, we saw 40 of these homes were single-family houses, and 17 of them were condos or townhouses. The average list price of these homes was $1,189,000. That's a 20% decrease over last week's average list price. The highest average list price was in Chatham at $1,984,000, and second place of Mendham with $1,923,000. Total inventory. Currently, there are 212 homes actively on the market in these towns. That's a 5% increase over the prior week. The towns with the most homes actively on the market are Mendham with 38, Morristown with 34, and Chatham with 32. Total homes sold. We saw 22 homes sell this past week in these towns. That is a 30% increase over the homes sold last week. Most number of homes sold we saw were in Morristown with 6, Chatham with 5, and Randolph with 4. Average list price of the homes sold in these towns was $981,000. Average sale price was $1,772,000. That's $1,072,000. And the average list to sale ratio, this past week, we saw homes sell for 9.2% above the list price. Again, we are seeing that numbers creeping up. The town that had homes sell the most over list price this past week was Madison, where homes sold for an average of 36% above the list price. Second place was Bernardsville with homes selling at 18% above list price. We saw just 2 towns with homes selling below the list price. That was Morris Plains and Mendham, where they were selling at about 2 to 3% below the list price. But otherwise, the rest of these towns saw homes selling above list price, and in most cases, significantly above list price. Total homes under contract. We saw 41 homes go under contract in these towns this past week. That's a 28% increase over the prior week. The town with the most homes under contract this past week was Morristown with 8 homes going under contract. And in second place, Randolph with 7 homes going under contract. The average list price of homes going under contract this past week was $1,155,000. And these homes were on the market for an average of 23 days. So we're seeing the spring market heating up. There are so many important aspects to the purchase and sale of your home. Make sure you have the right experts in your corner representing you both knowledgeably with a great deal of experience and honestly. So thanks for checking in with me, and I'll catch you guys again next week.